I think is ridiculous, but I just, what's that? Steven, did you say something?
I said, does they have a conflict of interest on that type of thing?
Yeah, that's what and so I kind of battled that, but then I get raging reviews of, oh my gosh, I had the best energy and I felt great, and then it's like, I'm like, try to throw the deals at them, but they just won't bypass just local things that I'm seeing, but my niche might be too small, maybe.
I will, let's talk about it later. I got a couple of ideas as far as that goes.
Okay.
Maybe it would work. I don't know. So who's got a great idea for the second week of March? So we'll be coming off of, actually, I have a great idea. I always have great ideas, you guys. I just need somebody to help me with them. So if we have people who've just signed up and a lot of new people, yes, they'll get to be promoted to the 7 Oily Days page, but what if we did either a 101 class and we just sprinkle that through that whole next week? And then I also have a class called I Have My Kit, Now What? And it goes in, it's almost like a Essential Oils 102 class where it's like, okay, now what do I buy after I have all these oils? Or how do I use them? So that could be good for, even if they don't sign up yet, it's going to sprinkle that throughout the whole month. What do you guys think of that?
I don't like that 102 class. That sounds pretty interesting.
It is really good. You probably never had it. We probably just threw you into it.
Yeah.
Said buy all this stuff.
I know I get a lot of inquiries with like hacks because people I meet usually are budgeted, and so making things spread is always of a high interest of different ways to hack the products that makes it more worthwhile to maybe spend the chunk because it can last you if we hack it this way or whatever. So I've been spending a lot of time just like hacking and like figuring out hacks and ways to, so I don't know if there's something for that.
What about the oils on a budget class?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we could use some of the graphics from that.
Is that through the Grow Workspace? Yeah, I don't think I haven't gotten that class yet, but I've seen it.
Okay. I mean, that could work to just kind of encourage people as far as like not every oil costs $80.
I think I did get that class and nobody showed up. I don't remember.
Well, people are going to show up to this one because we're going to do it together and it's going to be awesome.
Yeah, right? That's usually the budget thing is something I hear a lot. And so it's just, and then it's like, oh, I can just go here and get it for this and then do what you're suggesting for your do-it-yourself. It's like, wait, no. So yeah, having just some more on that.
So, okay. I just wrote down, so we've got the total home upgrade the first week. Possibly 101 to teach them about the oils in the kit that next week. Then our 102 class. Then if we do frugal hacks, like how to save money, Diane's got something to say. Ooh, I can see it.
I was just going to say, I really like the oils on a budget video. I think for a lot of my people that are like really want to get in, but they don't have a lot of extra money. I think that would be helpful. Or the hack, yeah.
And
just knowing like the so many of the products can be diluted. I mean, not the oils, but the shampoos and all of that stuff can be diluted is huge, I think. And people don't know that.
Right. I just got some of the baby shampoo and baby bath gel, like bubble bath stuff for my daughter. And I had my points. And so I was like, well, I'm, because I wanted to show people how they could like stretch that. And for, girl health and UTIs and all that, it is really important to make, talk about that, like bubble baths, and we all enjoy them. And, so it's like, make it worthwhile. Stretch it back too.
I think that's great then. So you guys all think that's a good idea. The only thing, like, is that going to be weird? I don't know. I don't want it to look like it's not successful because that's probably like spring breaky time. Do you think maybe we should put a space maybe between the 101 and 102 and do like some spring break, just like random, like. Just
What if you did something with traveling? Because a lot of people do traveling over spring break.
Yeah, so travel hacks or travel like kits
Or
or
Practice if you're going to
exactly.
the
Yeah.
beach. Practice if you're going on a cruise, something maybe.
That can be good.
I'll probably be traveling too that time, so.
Okay, I can do that. And then what that'll do is kind of push everything down a week. But
Mm-hmm.
do you think, so that'd be like the week of the 15th. So it's right in the middle of March. Just kind of do like some sort of spring. I mean, that's the first week of spring, but like spring break. We could talk about the sunscreen and some of the other, like, what'd you say, Melanie?
Allergies.
Yeah. Is that a good idea?
You could talk about something about flying because right now they got the coronavirus going on and everything.
Okay, I'm going to put that in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these, I'll put them in a little spreadsheet. And if you guys are interested in any of them and are like super passionate about it, I know, Deborah, we didn't actually do like this working out and that stuff, but we'll get to it. Don't worry. There will be April and we can stick it in there. But if you need graphics, if you need information to share, I've got tons of it and I can just upload it into the group. You can download the photos. You can do what you need to do. But I would suggest at least one person just to have that whole week and to just, you can schedule the post. What I'm going to do with you guys is I'm going to make you all admins, if you're up for it, in our Building Healthy Foundations group. Do you see, I have to look at the name every single time I say it because I want to say Growing Healthy Homes. And I try to morph Growing Healthy Homes and Building Healthy Foundations together because that's one of, for those of you that are kind of new, that is the publishing company that does Max and Karen run, and they publish a bunch of our books, and I just keep getting confused. But anyway, so that's kind of what my idea is to give you guys control of that, to be admins to where you can schedule posts into the group. You can have some free reign in there to post what you need to post for that week. If you want a buddy to help you during the week, we can do that as well. Does anybody have questions before we move on? No? Awesome. You do need to volunteer. Somebody's got to volunteer. You don't all have to volunteer though. But be thinking of if any of those really get you excited and you want to talk about them. The next thing I want to talk about for just a few minutes is we talked last week about, 2 weeks ago, about some of the things that are kind of holding you guys back, or kind of, just fear, or, the lack of motivation, or whatever it is that's kind of keeping you from really going with this. And I have a homework assignment for you guys, which is really exciting. I know everybody loves homework assignments. But also, I wanted to know how many of you are interested in, or if you think maybe just as a group we should do this, having some sort of accountability buddy that helps you to just check in with you. They're not going to be mean to you, and they're not going to have to hold your hand and like walk you through everything. But how many?
Randy.
Go ahead.
I pick Randy. Like choosing partners in class, right? Like,
Right. I think
that.
and she was kind of delayed, so her reaction, it was like frozen, and she was like, ah. I love it. You have to love technology, right? Well, that is something I know that Angela and Haley kind of already buddied up together. I think they're getting together and they're working once a week or something. Is that right, Haley? On some things?
Yeah, we started some of Martha's stuff we're sharing, which you're not supposed to, but sorry, Martha.
I won't tell her if you don't. Okay, so if you're interested in that and you don't like want to call out someone to be your buddy, but you do need a buddy or you'd like that, I think it would be really good. And I think it would be good if it was someone that kind of scared you, if you know what I'm saying. Like, not someone that you're super comfortable with that will let you slide by, but someone that might like actually challenge you to follow through with, you know, the different tasks at hand. Also, would it be easier for you guys if I came up, or we came up with like 3, 5, I don't know how many things each week for you guys to just try to focus on and get done? Would that be good? Would that stress you out?
Well, for those with ADHD, that could be really helpful.
Understand. Anybody else want to chime in on that? I know we're all doing our own things. I don't necessarily want it to be like, here's your homework assignment, you have to do it. That's not what I'm saying, but like some ideas of what you can do, and between you and your buddy, you guys figure out, you know, I want to teach 1 class this month, or I want to reach out to 5 people this week. I want to, you know, set goals within your little smaller groups. What's that sound like to you?
Sure.
Okay.
It'd be good if life would leave me alone long enough to get some of this done.
I understand that. The video that I'm sharing with you guys is actually called, where'd I write it? Discipline and Vision. And it's about a 10, 15-minute video, and it talks about that. And it's an odd video, but just because the man who's speaking is excellent, but someone like took his recording and did wrote these really fun drawings, and I love it because it really pulls me into it visually as he's drawing and the guy's writing. Anyway, it's really good, and I really highly encourage you guys to listen to it, because he talks about how in order to get our vision done, or even to figure out what our vision is, we have to find things that we're going to say no to. And there's so many things that tonight my daughter was like, Mommy, come watch this show with me. And I was like, you know what? No, I don't want to watch TV. I've got things that I want to do. And I don't want to be that person that watches TV every night. I want to get my stuff done. And I had worked all day. I'm kind of a workaholic. But I just, you know, like, I'm saying no to some of those things during this season because I am adamantly like going after this. Now, last season, you know, you guys know I wasn't doing this every 2 weeks with you. I wasn't here. I had other stuff going on. And so if it's not the right time for you, I'm not going to like slap your hand with a, you know, how the teachers used to do that. What are those things called? A ruler? I'm not going to do that. But I do want to encourage you if you do need encouragement, and I want to be here for you guys if you need it. Does that make sense? Like, you get to decide. And I'm not going to hold your hand and drag you along. And I'm not going to, you know, talk bad about you behind your back if you can't do it right now. I had several people who said, I just can't right now. I can't. I'm doing something else. And that's fine. I mean, I kicked them out of the group, but it's fine. Why are you guys so intense tonight?
I'm just trying to keep my head still. So
Okay.
I'm too animated when I talk. I'm kind of all or nothing. So I'm here.
Okay. Well, I know I'm just like, something else that I'd like to just get your take on is I don't want to overwhelm any of you. I don't want to put and post so many things that you become paralyzed and you don't do anything, because I get that way. Does anybody else get that way?
Mm-hmm.
Where you're like, I don't even know what to do because there's so many things to do. Yes. Everybody's saying yes. So when I encouraged you guys all to go hop on and do some of the training with Martha, while what Martha is doing, I still agree with and I think is excellent, it's too much for people who have jobs outside of full-time Young Living. It's way too much. She's going like 9,000 miles an hour, and I got overwhelmed. Everybody who's been in there, I think, is overwhelmed. And I don't want you guys overwhelmed. And so while some of it is really amazing, I want to give it to you in smaller pieces, and I don't want you guys to get paralyzed at all. And so I'm just kind of scaling it to where you guys are at. I don't want to hold any of you back either. So if you are ready to go for it, go hop into our group. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I will tell you later, or you can look back at the post in the group. But I want to help you. And if we want to go slow and steady, it's going to win the race too. You know, it is. And so I want to start with this video that I found about discipline and vision. And if you guys enjoy it, which I think that you will, it's Miles Monroe. Have any of you ever listened to him besides Haley, who I sent her some videos of his? He is he's actually not alive anymore, but I'm going to mute somebody. I think it was Haley. Okay. He's not alive anymore, but he absolutely had a revelation of what it took to get the work done, to find his vision, to stay focused on that vision. And you'll see it in the video. He talks about, you know, when you're thinking about 100,000 different things and you're working on 100,000 different things, which you guys, if I could show you the sticky notes on my desk right now, you would probably freak out. There are like 50 of them. And then there's a pile of sticky notes over there that's just massive. When I am not focused on just one thing, my mind is like, oh, well, you know, multitasking, it doesn't really work. It actually slows you down. And so what I want you guys to focus on is like one thing. Focus on the one thing, whatever that is. You know, like, I'll help you this week. I think this video and what he's talking about is a good start for somewhere to start right now and to just branch out from there. So if you love him, check out some more of his videos on YouTube. There's tons of them, and they're very inspirational. Some of them are super long, and some of them are like little short clips, and you can just get as much of it as you want.
What's his name again?
Miles, M-Y-L-E-S, Monroe. He's a black guy. He's from the Bahamas. I almost said Jamaica, but that's not right. The Bahamas. He's really animated. He's got great stories, and he just shoots you straight. It's not any like all over the place, which I like that. I'm all about, let's get it done, you know? So I think that's a great place to start. I would like to I'm kind of feeling you guys out, seeing how much you need from me, what you need from me. Who wants to tell me what they need from me? I'm going to unmute you. What do you want to say, Haley?
I don't know what I need.
Okay.
I feel like, I don't know, I finally, this is like off topic, but not, I finally like started my Instagram today, so that there's that. So
Yay!
I think I need the push, or like hey, what are you gonna do next type of thing. And that's just kind of like my personal thing, but not necessarily for the group, so that kind of feels selfish.
No, it's not. You need you want the accountability. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. That's not selfish. That's like, hey, I'm ready to do this. Maybe I haven't been doing it so much, and I really want to.
Like not like harsh criticism, but obviously like, you know, like, hey, what could have you done better, or like what could you have added to that to make it more attractive or something? I don't know.
Mm-hmm. That's good. Well, hey, maybe you can share your Instagram in our group, our private group, and those that are on Instagram can follow you and help you with that if you want.
Yeah, I have Instagram.
Oh,
Awesome.
So do I.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
then you'll get more followers. And that's a great place. That's a way we can help one another. We can comment, we can like, we can, we can share stuff with them
But
on
there
there.
is a warning with mine. Beth, you're already aware. Brandy, you might be aware. Mine, I come with a warning.
We should just have a label.
CBD if you're gonna follow mine. That's all I'm gonna say.
Melanie does just come with a warning label. Next time I'm going to see if I can put a little graphic across her screen that says warning on it.
That's awesome.
Gosh, then yes, I like that. So yeah, Haley, I think that's good. Share if you guys all want to. I'm muting you, Haley, because there's just some feedback, not because I don't want you to talk. Share your Instagrams in there. If you're working on something and you need some feedback, this is a safe place in that group. I don't care if you guys post 500 times a day in there. If it is things that you're needing help with, I'm cool with that. I will help you as much as I can. And just, whatever it is that you're needing. What do you want to say, Deborah?
I feel like I missed a lot just being at work all day and not being able to, be on social media and catch all the lives and whatever else may be going on. And then by the time I get home, there's always, it's just hard when you work all day and then come home and try to catch up. So.
And I think it is hard. It's absolutely, I remember just last week I was sitting and I was just having a mental breakdown, honestly. I'm just going to be clear with you. Like, I was losing my cool because of that, because I was in all the groups with all the things going on. And you guys, you don't see this side, but our 7 Oily Days Essentials group, I'm an admin in there, and we have an admin group. We have there are all the Zoom classes, all the Facebook classes. Every day there's a post being made on there multiple times a day that we have to sign up for and we have to be a part of, and we're ongoing, all this education, all this stuff. And I'm like, I didn't know what I was signing up for when I did it, and I talked to Jody. Jody is also an admin on there. And I just said, I wasn't really sure this was as, it was just too much. Because then I'm, trying to help you guys. I'm trying to run the Building Healthy Foundations. And it was just too much. Plus, I'm in the middle of a 7-day challenge right now that's hardcore. Yeah, all the things. They just said all the things.
Yeah, so if we're in a safe place about that, that completely wigged out my autism. To the point I had to just turn it. I'm in there, but I'm not in there.
The whole group?
Yeah, I'm in there. I have to be able to actually go in there when I'm prepared. If that makes any sense, because it is just so incredibly overwhelming and I feel so lost and, yeah, not lost in a bad way, but I guess I had said something, it was non-compliant and I don't know. So that's it was overwhelming and I didn't see why my comment was non-compliant compared to the one that was about 3 down in the thread. But so I have to just take that in my own time, I guess, when I'm, got nothing else going on around for.
Right.
So it's a lot.
It is, and it's been different. I'm glad we still have our group, our Building Healthy Foundations. Part of me still loves it more than the other one, but I'm not going to tell any of them that. But there's something that is missing when it goes from 200 people to 2,000 people. That community's lost, and I I love this, what we're doing right here, even more than, a group with 100 people in it, because we get to know each other and we get to help each other and have
Yeah, and I've
family
already
time
got
like this.
somebody down on my team that's already made a complaint to me about it, and they were like, where do I send them now for like just basic stuff? And I'm like, well, my group, because that's where, if you're intro, then, of course you get in when you're member to the rest of it. But, yeah, I kind of realized I was going to have to maybe gear mine a little bit differently as that intro kind of platform for that. So,
Yeah. Okay, what were we talking about? Oh, just all the things. Haley put all the things.
Yeah.
And so I was just like, I have to cut some of this out. I've got to cut some of it out. And that's exactly what this video is about. It's about cutting out the extra noise, because there's noise all around us. We're just saturated in it. And maybe that's not scrolling through your news feed. Maybe that's not worrying about what's going on Instagram, or if you're on Instagram, not on Facebook, or, just like not worrying about those other groups. I actually went and unsubscribed and took all the notifications out from everything, because I'm in a lot of groups. Everything that wasn't the like 3 things that I need to be focusing on. And so I just don't do all the other stuff. And it has been so amazing. There's no guilt. There's no like pressure there. I just feel like, so much better. And so we do really need to just focus in on like what's important in this season. What can I do? What can I do? Last night there was a Ninja Red Zoom call in that group, and I felt like I needed to be there to help them and to support them. I was on for like 3 or 4 minutes, and it was like super sciencey. Was anybody on there? No. It was, I'm sure it was fantastic. And for greens, they would just love it. And I was like, I can't handle this. It was just too much. It was over the top for me. And so my phone was about to die. And so I just kind of let it die and the Zoom go away with it. And so that's okay. We don't have to be there for everything. And it doesn't mean that I don't love them or that I don't support them. It's just that I've got other stuff to do. And so, Deborah, don't let things overwhelm you and control you like that. You take control over what you want and what you have time for. And maybe you just set your own boundary where, you spend 30 minutes on social media. How are you going to use that the best way? Like, who do you want to connect with? No, you're not going to have time to do this. Maybe you'll have time on Saturday and you can have extra time then, or whatever it looks like. But focus in on what your goal is. Like, what is your goal, Deborah? Like, what are you wanting right now more than anything?
I don't even know how to answer that.
You want them?
I don't even have time to think about what I need to be doing or what I want to be doing, or I just feel really overwhelmed with everything right now.
Okay, well, maybe you just need to take some time and just shut this stuff off. I mean, except for me, but.
So I already bothered you today.
No, that wasn't a bother. But sometimes it's okay to just,
Oh, I think I can shed some light on that too. We have some other things going on this week, that we're sort of focused on. So.
Hi.
Like
I know where Deborah's
Valentine's
coming
Day?
from. No.
Oh.
On the business related.
Oh, like a class you're getting ready to teach.
Yes.
Yes.
Help
Way to go.
Alicia do a class. And so we're sort of letting that take a lot of our priorities right now. So,
That's great. That's what you should be doing. So close
the
off.
things that look like they're going to be business developers. That's what we want to focus on.
Yep.
And this is important.
Mm-hmm.
And it's important to Alicia, and we want to help her out. And she's doing a great job getting people interested and telling people about it. So I'm not going to let her down.
She is doing an amazing job. She's talking. Hold on, let me unmute you. Go ahead.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I know you guys are busy and have too many things to do maybe, but thank you for supporting me. And honestly, I'm not doing a lot right now because I'm focused on learning more,
Mhm.
like learning about products and learning about, well, because I want to make the business. And that's why I'm not doing too much. But yeah, I mean, I'm working on my side with my friends, and yeah, they're really interested. So, but I'm learning because I want to tell them, like, like good information. I'm not going to go and I don't know what to tell them.
Right. I think that's
Well,
great.
You're doing really good, Alicia, and your excitement right now is what I need to feel, that excitement that you have, because you're wanting to get it going and tell people. And I had that at one time, and now I'm sort of feeding off your excitement, if you don't mind. And I'm sure Deborah is too.
No. I think you guys doing good. So, I just want you guys to help me with, like, because right now I don't know too much about that. I mean about the business, and I know you guys know a lot about products, and I don't try the products yet, and that's what I like. It's not my problem right now, but like I'm a little frustrated right now because I want to get all the products and try it and go to tell people, oh, this is really good. But obviously, I mean, it's going to be little by little. So yeah, it's going to take time though.
So part of mine, I can relate to you a little bit on that. I took like the first year when I got my starter kit, and I just spent time with my starter kit and learning and, kind of figuring out how I would use these, and, that ditch and switch concept, and just, so I can totally relate. I did the same thing, and I think that it was beneficial for me to take that extra time for myself to, do that.
Mhm.
And I don't know if there's maybe just a couple things out of your starter kit that, for me, it was DiGize. So it didn't have to be anything huge, like not in the starter kit. I had a ton of people interested in DiGize just because I would talk about it all the time. Eat pizza, DiGize. I mean, it was just, so, if there's like maybe a couple oils in your starter kit that you really kind of, have this, an intimate, I guess, feeling with, or, and, maybe just pick something out of your starter kit and just start from there. It doesn't have to be other products.
She just now
Yeah,
got.
the thing
Yeah. Go ahead.
I mean, I started with them. I started with the makeup, and I really love makeup, but I think my people, it's more interested on oils. And now I'm gonna try oils because they are really wants to know about it. And well, I'm gonna get my kit maybe next week, or hope this week before Sunday. So I want to try it, and I already, watching videos, and I know like a lot of recipes now, and I can share with them. And now if my people get the starter kit, I can tell them how to use it,
Exactly.
I think I'm a little more like secure now to go to tell them, oh, this is a good product, and you can get a lot of benefits if you try it,
Yeah. And do you do any like things where people come over and maybe have dinner or anything like that? You could always slip in like maybe peppermint brownies that you made with the Vitality that you get out of your starter kit, and then don't tell them, but they're like, oh, this is so good. And then now you already have like a talking point. So, and there's just kind of do it that way too, and just introduce it just everyday ways, I guess.
Yeah.
So excited. So they're doing a 101 class on Sunday, right? So when you're doing it? Yeah, with her, with the oils. So we did a makeup class with her a couple weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. And they were all like, they love the makeup, but they wanted to know about the oils. And so I was like, they're going to need to do another class. So I was so excited to hear from you guys that they're hungry, they're wanting that. And so it's fantastic. And it'll be, Stephen's done a class by himself before, right, Stephen?
Yeah.
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 And Deborah's going to be there with you, and you're all going to just dive in. It's going to be great. So that is it. You know what you were saying, Stephen, like that excitement from a new person, it really does fuel all of us. It does, because I'm like, oh, she's hungry. You know, like by hungry, I mean like she wants more information. She's like, you know, she's pulling. And when we pull on one another and our gifts and the knowledge that we have, that actually makes us all, it's you know, it's helping Alicia, but it's also, I said your name wrong. I'm going to call you Allie. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I liked it.
When I'm helping Allie, it's also helping me. Like, it makes me feel like I'm fulfilling what my purpose is, you know, by helping and equipping and getting you guys to, you know, helping you become better leaders. And that's what I love. That's my passion, is helping you guys. And so that's, you know, you think you're maybe, you know, you said, oh, you guys are really busy. They are really busy, but this is actually motivating them. It's inspiring them. And so keep going after it and keep asking for help. And, you know, as your upline, we love it. We really do love it when you're needing us. And we also love it when you're independent too. But we also love, like, I love this right here. I've missed talking to you guys and seeing your faces and catching up. And so this is really important too.
Well, and saying all that, Beth, that's sort of why we're sort of really focused on this and getting this started good and being very helpful. So it may take us away from the other things we've been talking about.
That's okay.
All right.
Just do it. Go after it. And I just, you know, honestly, like, I don't care what you're doing. I just want you to be doing something, you know, like, and this is a great thing. This is IPAs, income producing activities. This is an income producing activity that you're doing. You're prepping for a class. You're bringing people to a class that is going to produce income. If not on Sunday, which it will, you know, it will down the road. You're planting seeds. You're teaching people and you're educating them. Now, sitting on Facebook, just scrolling for 6 hours a day, that's not producing any income. So don't do that. Is a waste of time. It's vegging out. It's, you know, it's not that you can't do it, but like, it's not helping you. What's that?
Unless you're researching.
Maybe, but even researching, you can do too much researching.
Yeah, that's true.
Because some people are paralyzed by, they need to know everything. I know Stephen wanted to know a lot of stuff before he started. I'm like, you know what? Just tell them you don't know. I tell people I don't know all the time, you guys. Like, and somehow I made it where I am. You know, there's $30,000 going through my organization every month. And I don't know the answers to everything. I've been doing this for 5 years. I don't know the answers, but I'll help you and I'll show you where Google is. And Google has all the answers. What's up, Deborah?
Allie was asking us last night, and I wasn't sure because I haven't signed anyone with just the, is it called the basic starter kit? So does that work the same way in someone with a premium starter kit? Do you still get the $50 bonus?
So you get, you still get 25% of whatever their PV is for the first 3 months, but you do not get that $25 starter kit bonus.
Okay.
Does that make sense? So maybe they get the basic starter kit and they want to add, like, I could see some of your girlfriends wanting to try some of the vitality oils to cook with and, you know, to put all those in their cooking. Maybe they want to grab, you know, some cumin and they want cilantro and lime and, you know, fun stuff to cook with, but they don't necessarily care about frankincense or, you know, some of the stuff that's in the starter kit. And so you can do that, like, basic starter kit, encourage them to add some other things on. Before you go for the sale, did you guys all see that conversation cheat sheet that I shared in the group? If not, you need to go look at it. I shared it in there. It's a Google document, and it talks about, I was just saying hi to Diane again. She came back. it talks about before you even try to go, like if they ask about something, if they ask about an oil or a supplement or something, say, yeah, I can tell you about it, but what are your health goals, if you don't mind me asking? Like, what is it that you're actually looking for? So I can make sure that I'm getting you the thing that is the best for your issue. You know, if they're looking for better sleep, you wouldn't necessarily just run to lavender. Maybe they need sleep essence, or maybe, you know, CBD would be better for them. Or maybe, you know, there's a lot of stuff that helps with sleep. And so they could get lavender anywhere. Did you want to say something, Diane?
I did. So we've been listening. We're eating supper and didn't think you guys would want to watch us, do the last two people that I signed up both just went with the basic starter kit because they had very specific things they were looking for and they wanted to do the oils. They didn't want all the stuff in the starter kit.
Yep.
They wanted to be able to buy their own and have it shipped to them instead of coming through me. It was my sister and a relative of our son-in-law. And, you know, I'm like, this is ridiculous for me to get it and then finally get it to you, you know?
Yeah.
Just buy a kit and you can get your own stuff. But they had very specific goals. And so that worked great for them. And I don't care that I didn't get the $25 bonus or whatever it was,
right.
You know? It's not a big
Can
deal.
you, can they get the oils that they want on that basic starter kit? Or is it just the basic oils that this is what you get?
No, it's the basic starter kit is very limited. They get hardly anything, but they get the right to buy. I mean, then they become a member, and then they can buy whatever it is that they want. So
they're adding it on.
They're adding on. They didn't want the stuff that was in the starter kit. They wanted tummy jives and sniffles and, you know, stuff that was very specific for very specific purposes. They don't want all the other
That's
stuff.
like they're getting their wholesale membership where they can order anytime.
Right, exactly. Yep.
And they can
So
still
it's
sign up for
$35
these
versus
rewards.
$160. Yeah.
Well, and Diane, didn't they spend a bunch of money? Those like one or two people.
Yeah.
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 So I mean, whatever works for them.
Yes.
Exactly. Yeah. Yep.
And, you
So-
know, that concept is really sort of a lot better. It doesn't think, or it takes the pressure of, wow, I'm spending all this money for this kit when I just want the oils. Well, they're getting a lot of oils, but this smaller route to take it, it's just a mind thing, you know? Where,
Yeah.
It's a mind thing.
yeah, I'm just buying this little starter kit, but I want all these other oils here that's probably twice as what they're going to get on the starter kit, the big,
Right.
the premium.
Right. And it doesn't cost as much to get in to be able to buy their oils. They didn't want to spend as much as the starter kit cost and get all of that stuff because they didn't want it. They want, you
Yeah.
know, and they might want it down the road, but it's not what they wanted at the moment.
Yep.
So it's much easier to swallow that basic starter kit expense and then add some things onto it than
Do you find
buy
that
the premium.
most of them that join with just the basic, do they normally get on ER? Any of the ones that you guys have signed?
Mine
I
didn't.
had-
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
I had a gal that signed in the basic starter kit, and she didn't get on essential rewards, but she as well had very specific needs.
I think, yeah, I think it's good if you know, again, on that conversation cheat sheet, it says, you know, what are your goals? Like, instead of us trying to push a kit that, while it is amazing and it has something for everything you could possibly need, you know, if people that are undecided and they don't know and they want that, it's an excellent choice. But if they don't, you know, like, get them the supplements, a couple of supplements or a bottle of Ningxia. So the basic starter kit comes with your wholesale membership. It comes with a spray of the Thieves. This is an old bottle, but it's got this in it and one of these, 2 Ningxia packets, and a Stress Away. Is that correct? No, it doesn't come with this anymore, does it?
No, I don't know.
I was just the hand sanitizer.
I think.
Oh wait, mints. Does it come with
I think
mints?
it's
It comes with
mints.
the mints.
Yeah, mints instead of this. So, I mean, the Stress Away, the roller tops, the Ningxia, it's still it's a pretty good deal for $35. Like it's not, you're not getting nothing, but it's not like a big selection either. And so it works. It's fine. You can do it that way. And then if they add on, 3 or 4 things, you're going to get, maybe it's going to be 100 PV already, because the oils are, you're getting full PV for the oils, where the starter kit's only 100 PV.
And also you could, if someone was interested in making it a business, says, look, you can spend $35 getting your business started instead of $165.
Yeah.
Well, and I think sometimes it's just getting in and learning that these oils do work. And then they're like, oh, well, that one thing that I wanted, that really worked. So I'm going to try this other thing now.
Yeah. It's
Just
good.
gets them in the door.
How long has that been available? The basic starter, always?
Brand new, a couple months, right?
It's been around forever, but it used to be $45.
Okay.
And I don't know what it is about the price point, but $45 seems like so much more than $35.
It does. I wouldn't buy it for $45.
And it was like, you're almost there already at $45. And so when it hit $35, I was like, you know what, this isn't a bad deal for what you get. And so everybody kind of started promoting it a little more then.
Hey Beth, would you want to I don't know if you have the graphics or if they're in the group posted somewhere, but the ones that were in Oily Revolution or whatever design, they did those basic starter kit like ideas where you have the basic starter kit and then it had like, a couple of the kids scents, and everything was right around $100, like to get, but it could, it was just a starter kit and then Ninjaga, or starter kit and then some maybe Shutron, stuff. And you could kind of just do it for that like specific needs, like you said, but I don't know if anybody needs like graphic ideas or if they're in there.
That's a great idea, just for us to see, even in our builders group. Like if you want to, if you have them, share them in there. And just in one post, and we can kind of look at them to give you an idea when you're talking to people, like what is it? And you guys are going to witness this weekend with your 101 class, asking them, like, what is it that you're needing? I love to ask people that before we even start a class, like, what are your health goals? What did you come here to learn about? So that I can kind of, turn the ship towards wherever they're needing it. And so don't get too focused on staying on a script and having to talk through every single point, but just kind of going with where the people are needing it. But you can say, I'll get to it in just a little bit if they get really crazy. But anyway, just so like here are the different options. And you guys have seen my video where I talk about the good, the better, and the best ways to get started with Young Living. And so you can share that. You can do retail. You can pay a boatload for these oils. Nobody really does that. Or you could get, the good way. You get, maybe it's the basic starter kit now, but like the best way is to get the premium kit, to get on ER, whatever that looks like. And so just options.
I have a question.
Okay.
So maybe it's more like a validation that I'm not like giving too much out for free, I guess maybe I should say. So where I've been working, literally like everybody there has like some health issue, or they've been sick, or their kids are always sick or something. So I've been giving samples out to these people. Like there was one day somebody like attacked this girl like with words, and she locked herself in a bathroom, and she was having this panic attack, and like it almost forced her into a seizure.
Wow.
And it was crazy. So somebody told her her mom to come talk to me, and that reason being is because I have a seizure disorder, and they thought I could help her. So I made a sample up for her, and I put citrus fresh, and frankincense in it. And so she's been rolling it like on the base of the back of her neck before she goes to bed. And I guess she's been doing well with it. And all these samples I've been giving out. And I follow up with them, but it's like, I haven't gotten anything, like none of them have wanted to sign up. Like, I understand the part of planting seeds, but,
Are they local, Brandy?
Freely? Are you giving them
charging?
Are you giving them multiple samples?
No, it's been different people.
Are they local though, Brandy?
Well, it's at the place I work for, which I'll be done working there tomorrow. But I mean, at the time it was local.
Okay, because I was like, if you something I
wasn't
offer.
shipping them.
Oh, yeah. See, I won't ship them, but if they're local, then I do offer, like, if they maybe get in with my monthly order, which, and makes them want to pay for the oils, and then I will deliver them. I'll be like free shipping, as my thing, that way they, just pay for their stuff and then I cover the shipping. But that might, if they're local, then maybe they can just get in on your monthly order.
But there was one that I had a request for that I had to special order in. And then they said, well, is this going to cost so much? And I was like, well, yeah, it's going to cost so much for me to pay for it to get here.
Yeah.
Right.
And they didn't want to buy the bottle. They just wanted the sample. So then,
well, see, then what you should do.
So that was tummy jies.
Yeah, then you should if you're going to do that, you should tell them that they're not free. I mean, you offered, but yeah, you could make up a sample and charge them, a couple bucks or however much it is that it costs you to do it, or, whatever, but that way they see the value in it. I know that's something Beth has taught me, to help other people see the value in what they're doing and not, I have the same issue, Brandy. Me and you can work on this if you want, because I struggle with this too.
Because it's like, so when I signed my, because I had 2 re-enrollments and then I had a sign-on, and it's just like, because I thought I was going to make star by the end of the year, and I was like only like 60 points away from it, and I was just waiting for the PV to come in, and then nobody ordered, and it's just like, and it's been that way every month since. And it's just like, I do my follow-ups. I keep track of my people. Am I giving away too freely with my samples in hopes that these seeds turn into something? And like at this point, I'm just frustrated with it, because not necessarily with the business, but like with the samples, it's just like, I spent my money on that. And if I'm just going to give it to you and you don't even come back to me and tell me if it worked, like some of them, if I ask them, they won't even say anything back.
Wow.
So it's just kind of irritating. So do I just stop making samples for a while?
Sorry if that was loud. I tried to hide it. You could do a couple of things, because I get into habits where I stop doing samples, and then I'm like, hey, I haven't given anybody samples for a long time. No wonder, you have to plant seeds, but you can't plant all your seeds and use let's think gardening. Are you a gardener?
I tried it once and I failed.
Okay, well, you're not going to fail at this. But, they talk about when you're harvesting, or when you're planting seeds, you're going to plant your seeds out there, and then you're going to have to nurture it and take care of it, which you've been doing. You just said you were doing that. You're not going to keep scattering more seeds over the top of those old seeds. That's not going to work. So I would give them one sample if they even want it. And that's I don't know if these people were wanting something, or if you were like, oh my gosh, I have something really amazing that might help you Are you interested? If I give you this, will you use it? Those are some things. Some people don't even know they have a problem. They don't care about the solution. They just want to moan and groan and complain.
And there's a lot of people like that,
Yeah.
in all honesty.
So I remember, what's the lady's name? What's her name? I'm looking for a book. Game Plan lady. Sarah Harnish. She used to say, if I give you this, and she had little booklets. If I give you this booklet, and she tells them what it's about, will you read it? Will you respond? Like, you know, there is a part to play on your end. I'm not going to give it to you unless you say yes. And then you can hold them accountable to that. You know, so when you follow up, you're like, so how was it? Did you use it? What, you know, like, so they know it's coming. And I think that would shift that for you, especially, I mean, you said tomorrow's your last day at work. Are you going to see these people ever again?
Probably not.
Okay, then I would follow up on all those seeds, like tomorrow's harvest day. Not to put pressure on you, but say, hey, this is my last day. I don't know if we're going to hang out or see each other again. Are you interested? Like, how did that oil work for you? I just need some feedback for my own, like, for my own growth and my own, like, sake. Like, how was it? What was, you know, kids are awesome, right? Does that make sense? Because, I mean, that's kind of a deadline you're on right now. So.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But typically, and in the future, I would really encourage all of you guys. I mean, that's a good thing, especially with you, Melanie, where you're having some of the same issues. Like, ask them. Maybe they don't even necessarily want it. If they know that, because they should know beforehand that they can't do business with you, and they should never have accepted it in the first place. You know what I mean? And so if they understand that this is a business exchange, like, I'm going to give you this and I need something in return. It's not that they have to buy a product in return, but you want their feedback. You want a testimony. You want something in exchange for it. They're going to take it a little more.
Yeah. Well, and like, I had a lady, interestingly, I knew her, I met her some years ago. She's got Crohn's disease, and she knew I started selling Young Living, and she wanted some of the Thieves household cleaner. So she was already familiar with the products. And she said that, and she does yoga and everything, and she was looking for like her yoga, like, cleaner for her yoga place. And the last Young Living rep person that I guess was so down her throat and wouldn't even let her order something just like the Thieves cleaner without a starter kit. She had to buy the starter kit, or she wouldn't even talk to her. And it burned her so bad that she was like, I really need this Thieves cleaner, but I do not want to be a member. She was very clear about that. And I was like, okay. I'm like, I totally get it. She was very upfront about it. And she actually just came to me again for some more Thieves cleaner. I mean, she is actually in my group, my oily group, and she's active in there, wants to learn the stuff that I share, because it's not always just oils, but you know, so she's engaged. It's interesting, but I've had a kind of a strange interaction, I guess, that's, you know, she just refuses to be a member, so I don't even bother bringing it up with her ever.
Well, and that's fine. And maybe she'll have a good experience with you, and she'll change her mind and deal with that, because it is, people have been burned before. They don't like pushy, salesy, yucky stuff like that. No one does. No one likes being sold to. They don't. And so stories, when we can share our stories, when we share our testimonies, if it's from us and it's our testimony, we can get away with saying a lot of things about our products. We can't say this cures this or this helps with this, but we can say, for me and my situation, you know, like, I found a lot of relief from using this CBD oil for my anxiety or whatever it is, you know, like, you can say those things if it's your own personal testimony. Right. But I text texted you guys in the chat and let you know if you need to get off, you are free to go. You don't have to feel obligated. But I did just want to, give you guys a few more minutes if you want to ask any questions. I will post that video. Again, it's 15 minutes, I think. I'll post that video in the group for you guys to watch this week. And I'd love to hear some feedback on what you think about it. Kind of start thinking about some things that you can get rid of and take out of your life, the busyness and the things that are stealing in. We all have time. We all have the same amount of time, but we've got to get rid of some of the busy things and really focus in on what our end goal is. If you don't know what that end goal is, I want you guys to reach out to me, and I will do, I think that might be a great place to start with this group, is just kind of like some vision casting, figure out what it is that you want and need. I know Haley has asked me already. She's like, help me figure out who my audience is, what my goal is. Like, I don't even know, and you can't, if you're going after everybody, you're hitting nothing. You can't hit a target when it's the size of the world. Like, we need to know what that middle thing is that we're aiming for. And so anyway, does anybody have any final words?
No, and I'll get those graphics pulled up for the
Thank you.
starter
That's awesome.
kit ideas.
Emily's been on here this whole time. I don't know if she can unmute or not. I'm going to unmute her just for a second in case she wants to talk. She may be on her phone.
I'm here.
Hi. You don't have to
Sorry,
talk, but I didn't know if you were not able to unmute this whole time and you had questions. I want to give you an opportunity to ask.
I just had my kids and getting them ready for bed, so I just put it on mute. So
Oh, you're good.
you guys didn't have to hear all of it.
Yeah, that might have been a little crazy.
Yeah.
Well, we're glad to have you here. Do you have any questions? Are you good?
No, I'm just kind of taking it all in and learning. So
Okay, perfect.
I'm okay for now.
Okay, I'll mute you again then. Okay, anybody else? You good? I muted Steven earlier. Whoops.
You did?
I did. Diane's got something, I could tell.
Was I talking too much?
No, Steven.
I just want to say thanks for doing this, Beth.
Oh, you're welcome. I love seeing you. I miss you.
I miss all of you. Yeah,
Aw.
Deborah, you and Haley. Yeah,
I know.
it's good. And I've got some good ideas. So from listening to everybody. So thank you.
Good. I want to hear, I'm going to put a pinned post in our group for our weekly, I've got some groups that do this, weekly wins. So things, awesome testimonies or things that, you've reached out to somebody and you've had good feedback from them, or you signed somebody up, or, those things that we can encourage each other and just celebrate with one another and some of that stuff. Does that sound like a good idea? Awesome. Okay. All right. Well, I will get some of the stuff we talked about written up. And if you guys want accountability partners, you reach out to me. We'll kind of plug those people together and see who's going to work good together. And we'll get started on this stuff. Thank you for helping in the group, the Building Healthy Foundations group. It's been nice to have the feedback and the commenting and all that stuff. What's up?
Am I muted or not?
Nope.
Okay. On the accountability deal, I guess I'm going to ask Alicia to be my accountability partner, as well as Deborah, because she's expecting us to be accountable to help her get going. So
that's awesome.
My partner.
That's good.
I
like it.
All right.
Good. Were you nervous I was going to pair you up with somebody mean like me?
Yeah, I thought I better go in there. I better pick my own people.
That's a good idea. I was thinking about you. Oh, goodness. Okay, well, you guys are awesome. And I look forward to, we will meet again, I think on the 25th is what we decided. So in 2 weeks. And if you need anything, reach out to me. You can shoot me a message or a voice message or in the group, wherever. Okay. Have a great week.
Okay.
Beth, you too.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.